Good evening, everyone. My name is Sonali Sethi, a third year MBBS student at AIIMS Kalyani, and I am a mentor at Aditya Joshi Mentorship. And in today's session, we have a list of things that we have to discuss. ठीक है? तो mainly today we'll be doing the biology paper analysis or the paper prediction pattern that our our program had done. ठीक है? उससे पहले आई विल इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू फ्यू थिंग्स. ठीक है? तो पहले इज सूर्य प्लस. ठीक है? तो व्हाट इज सूर्य प्लस? सूर्य प्लस इज अ टेस्ट सीरीज दैट इज कंडक्टेड बाय आर आदित्य जोशी सर. ठीक है? तो इसमें यू गेट अ लॉट ऑफ practice, a lot of insight before you go and give the actual NEET exam. ठीक है? So इसमें what we will do for today's class will be doing बायोलॉजी का पेपर प्रूफ. ठीक है? इससे पहले का जो फिजिक्स का जो पेपर प्रूफ था दैट इज ऑलरेडी डन एंड इट इज ऑलरेडी गिवन. ठीक है? तो इसमें व्हाट इज द मेन थिंग इज कि जो फिजिक्स का प्रूफ था उसमें वी हैड प्रेडिक्टेड फॉर फिजिक्स वी हैड प्रेडिक्टेड 32 क्वेश्चंस आउट ऑफ 45. ठीक है? एंड 32 क्वेश्चंस जो थे आई एम टेलिंग यू रिपीटेडली कि जो 32 क्वेश्चंस हैं दैट वाज एज इट इज, मतलब डायरेक्ट स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड सेम टू सेम क्वेश्चन था इन द टेस्ट सीरीज दैट इज द सूर्य प्लस टेस्ट सीरीज. ठीक है? इट इज लाइक एज इट इज सेम टू सेम whatever the paper had whatever the paper expects from you, whatever NEET expects from you, exactly those questions were given for physics. ठीक है? And for biology, now the proof that we are going to do that we have predicted 87 questions. ठीक है? And you know we have total of 90 questions and it is like the 87 questions that had come in the test series and those questions that came in the NEET paper were exactly same to same thing. ठीक है? It was as it is कि it's not like कि the questions were different, the concepts were different. No, it was the same question, same concept. ठीक है? Everything was like same to same, like 100% same. ठीक है? And it's not like even similar. ठीक है? Exam same to same है. And by 87 question, you know कि how much does it wait, ठीक है? You are getting 348 marks, that too just in biology. ठीक है? Exactly, तुमको 348 marks is like you are going to get surely. ठीक है? And for all India cutoff for NEET 2025 is going to be approximately 530 to 560, and we predicted the paper that is 640 marks out of 720 marks. ठीक है? तो this is an overview कि तुमको see why are we doing a paper prediction or why are we telling you कि क्या करना चाहिए था. First thing is that you know कि what is the level of questions that is coming in the NEET exam. ठीक है? When you know कि what is the level of questions that is coming in the NEET exam, you will then ask yourself कि that जो भी test series मैं दे रहा हूँ या दे रही हूँ, is that test series up to the mark कि I am able to achieve that much marks in the NEET exam. ठीक है? कि it's not like you are giving some random test series which have no relevance for NEET. It उससे एक भी question नहीं आ रहा, तो there is no point in giving your 3 hours of your day to that test series. No. So you are giving 3 hours of your day to a test series. So it means that you must get 100% benefit from it. And from 100% benefit, at least from the questions, 90 questions से minimum 80 questions should come from the test series that you are giving. ठीक है? And telling this analysis, ये analysis से we have predicted 87 questions out of 90. ठीक है? And it is not a small thing to predict 87 questions out of 90. If you are getting 87 questions right in physics, right in biology, तो इससे बहुत सारे चीजें होते हैं. That is, you save a lot of time. ठीक है? You save a lot of time. Point number 1. Point number 2 is while you are solving your biology paper, you get a lot of confidence. You get a lot of confidence. तो इस confidence से you will solve physics भी अच्छे से हो जाएगा और chemistry भी अच्छे से हो जाएगा, क्योंकि you have started it very nicely. क्योंकि the questions that you are seeing, you have already seen these questions previously. ठीक है. एंड व्हाट डू यू एक्सपेक्ट कि यू हैव जो जो एग्जाम का क्वेश्चंस आना चाहिए, जिस पैटर्न में क्वेश्चन आना चाहिए, उसी पैटर्न में तुमने अगर एक टेस्ट सीरीज दे दिया है तो इट मेक्स योर लाइफ लाइक 1,000 times easier. ठीक है. एंड इट इज नॉट अ पीस ऑफ केक वॉक कि नहीं बस ऐसे ही प्रेडिक्ट कर दे. इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सपर्टीज टू डू दैट. ठीक है. सो जो नीट 2025 का जो पेपर था इट वॉज वेरी टफ. ठीक है. एंड वेरी ट्रिकी. ठीक है. So that is why the Surya plus the test series tha, those questions were also kept tough so that you have an experience and you have that practice sort of practice to solve each and every question. ठीक है. See, for NEET 2026 we have launched Surya plus 3.0, and we are also going to launch a personal mentorship very soon. ठीक है. तो उसमें what is the benefits of having a personal mentorship? You will have someone who will guide you throughout 1 year. ठीक है. 1 साल तक that person will be behind you through thick and thin. ठीक है. पॉइंट नंबर 2, दैट विल बी सेटिंग टारगेट्स फॉर यू कि वी विल एनालाइज की what are your weak points, what are your strategies, what are you good at, how much are you able to manage your time. We will predict each and everything about you, will get to know you through the details. ठीक है. तो उससे क्या होगा, we will have one to one conversation. You can ask me any doubt, you can ask the mentor any doubt, anything you have in your mind, maybe a silly thing, anything that you have in your mind, you can ask to that mentor, which often एक साल में एक मतलब while you are preparing, many a times you get depressed, many a times you get sad and all, but you'll have someone you can talk to. ठीक है. And having that someone is even if that person is as your mentor who has gone through the same phase, who has given NEET and understands ki what are you going through. ठीक है. So that makes a lot of difference. उसके साथ बिफोर वी कम टू द प्रूफ कि प्रूफ विल डिस्कस क्वेश्चन वाइज, उससे पहले वी विल what is the expected cutoff. For general it is 540 to 560. ठीक है. And for OBC it is 535 to 555. For EWS it is 535 to 555. For SC it is 440 to 470, and for ST it is 400 to 450. ठीक है. And I told you previously कि what is the prediction that we had made totally, कि we had predicted 640 plus marks only in a Surya plus test series. ठीक है. तो उसमें if your the cutoff is going to be 540 to 560 and you are able to score 640 marks in a total, so that makes you a NEET topper, right? And you're going to get a seat in any college, in any topmost college that you are wishing for, that you have been dreaming for through 1 year. जो तुम you have been aiming for that college, maybe a topmost state college that you want, or maybe it would be INI, that is an AIIMS या फिर AFMC. ठीक है. Any college that you're aiming for, you can get it. If you have, see, before I tell you ki see, as I told you, we had predicted 640 marks in the Surya plus 2.0 series, and for this year we are going to launch 3.0 very soon. ठीक है. So before I go on to a proof, I will tell you a few things. Ki why are you giving a test series? To have a hands-on experience, to have an exams a hands-on experience on the questions that are going to come. Next is to have yourself oriented to the pattern of the exam, to the pattern of the questions that are going to come in the exam. ठीक है. बहुत सारे टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. एक क्वेश्चन होता है जिसमें देर आर लाइक सिंपल एमसीक्यू टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन है. देर इज असर्शन रीजन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, देर इज स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, मैच द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन होता है. ठीक है. तो इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट दैट you must have practiced all the type of questions. So when you practice all types of questions, so that time what do? You save a lot of time. ठीक है. You get a lot of time is being saved, because अगर if you have seen a question before and you are seeing it again, so it saves a lot of time. Second, you do not get worried or you do not panic during the exam कि अरे यार मैंने तो ये type of question को छोड़ दिया था, अब what do I do. ठीक है, दैट इज द बिगेस्ट क्वेश्चन दैट कम्स. ठीक है. Next is once you get confidence कि I have done my biology paper very well and I have excelled. See, if you 87 questions out of 90 papers, ठीक है, it takes a lot of expertise, and I'll say you no other institute is going to predict this many questions. ठीक है. And when you know in your back in your mind कि तुमने 87 questions को correct कर लिया, and you are not second guessing your questions, because you know कि this same question I have solved in my test series, and there is no way I'm going to make a mistake in this. ठीक है. तो that is point number 2. उसके साथ क्या हो रहा है कि you are not worrying कि am I making it right, am I making it wrong. No, you have solved the same question previously, so you are not going to make a mistake. And if your bio goes well very very nicely, there is like 100% sure कि you are going to excel both in physics and chemistry also. ठीक है. So before you give a टेस्ट सीरीज, उसमें से 3-4 चीज तो होना ही चाहिए एक टेस्ट सीरीज देने से पहले. फर्स्ट, इट शुड बी वेरी मच रिलायबल. ठीक है. सेकेंड, it should have the questions that are going to come in the NEET paper. ठीक है. And third is that it should be you should able to trust that paper. ठीक है. And for able to trust that paper, for able to give your time to that test series, we have this proof. ठीक है. And we'll give you question wise proof कि ये questions आया था in the NEET and what were the questions that were asked in our test series. ठीक है. So let us go through the proofs, and this is how the proofs will be given. ठीक है. एक side में we'll have the NEET का question paper. ठीक है. We are discussing from set number 46 and the questions will be visible, and I'll discuss it question wise. ठीक है. And on the other side we will give you a screenshot or a photograph from our test. This is the NEET wala paper, and this side will be giving our test series ka paper, and you can tally it with yourself. If you have your NEET paper, you can go to set number 46 and you can tally it with me also. ठीक है. ये करने से you will also revise the whole paper once. ठीक है. तो it's like very most often we miss some out of questions कि नहीं ये easy है तो I'll not see it now. तो but if you are doing it simultaneously with me, you will also revise it again. ठीक है. The whole paper will be revised once. ठीक है. So coming to question, the first question that I'm going to discuss is a picture-based question. So very often, what do? We do not see the pictures thoroughly. ठीक है. And even if we see the pictures thoroughly, we might skip a few things. ठीक है. And to answer a picture-based question, it is important that you have a picture-based memory. ठीक है. And for you to develop a picture-based memory, it is important कि तुम वो ये this picture is in your mind, is like printed in your mind, so that then only you will able to produce this exact picture. every detail marking you will be able to reproduce. ठीक है. तो इसके साथ this was the question where a bioreactor was given, and which is used as a foam breaker was asked. And as I told you before, to have a picture based, to answer a picture wala question, you must solve picture based questions. ठीक है. And similarly, we had this question in Surya Plus test 9, question 24 of biology. The same exact picture was given in our test series. ठीक है. The same exact paper. Here तो only एक ही as a foam breaker के बारे में पूछा है, but we had asked you, the labelings was there and we had asked you to identify each of the parts. ठीक है. तो when you identify each of the parts, you are very surely know कि what is a foam breaker. ठीक है. That also you know very very well. So there is no way that you are going to make a mistake in that question, because picture wala question में you might misread the question, you might what do you do, labeling so कभी कभी तुम गलत भी पढ़ लेते हो. तो if you are solving this question, there is no way that you are going to make a mistake in this question. ठीक है. Coming to the next question, see, as I told you, this will be giving you side by side, and it is set number 46 that we're discussing. This is a NEET question ka screenshot, and this is our screenshot from Surya Plus 2.0 test series that we have given you. ठीक है, and only 3 questions were out of the our test series in biology. See, these 3 questions, if you have answered 87 questions and that much confidence you have, you are going to also excel in these 3 questions also. ठीक है, there is no doubt about it. Coming to the questions, I'll be discussing each of the questions very nicely. So I want all of you to open up your papers and go through with it with me. Okay? So first question that we have is question number 94. It is a match the following type of question. Okay? For you to solve a match the following type of questions, match the following type of questions में क्या होता है? It is a bit confusing. ठीक है? ये तो एक तो इट इज कंफ्यूजिंग, सेकेंड इट टेक्स अ टाइम, क्योंकि यू हैव टू मैच ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट एंड यू हैव टू सी. ठीक है, सो इट टेक्स टाइम एंड इट इज अ बिट कंफ्यूजिंग. फॉर यू टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन यू मस्ट हैव प्रैक्टिस्ड इट वेरी वेरी वेल. ठीक है, सो this is the same question that we had given in the full test series 10, question 112. See, here you see pteridophytes, here also we have pteridophytes, and we had asked you to identify it into a plant groups. Here it is also the same question, exactly the same question, and you also have to choose the correct matches, choose the correct matching combination. See, exactly 100% same to same question we have produced in our test series. And before telling every question, I tell you कि it is not like कि we had given you a lakhs and thousands of questions और उससे 87 question आ जाना is not a big thing. ठीक है, you are solving lakhs of question, उससे 87 questions आ गया. No, we had given only 15 टेस्ट सीरीज, और उस 15 टेस्ट सीरीज इट इज वेरी इजी फॉर यू टू रिमेम्बर 15 टेस्ट सीरीज. ठीक है, और उस 15 टेस्ट सीरीज से 87 क्वेश्चंस आए. तो वी हैड गिवन यू लिमिटेड क्वेश्चंस, लिमिटेड सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस थे, लिमिटेड इंपॉर्टेंट सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस थे, जिससे ही क्वेश्चंस आया है. एग्जैक्टली द सेम क्वेश्चंस हैड कम इन द नीट पेपर. ठीक है, कमिंग टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 95, इट इज yet again a match the following question with list 1 and 2. See here, there are some organs, heart, kidney, GIT and adrenal cortex, and you have to match them with the hormones that they produce. ठीक है, and coming to the question, that is question full test 15, question 93. This is a hormones source combination. We see the same thing, it is a little bit twisted, the same questions. ठीक है, इसमें same options are there: insulin, prolactin, secretin and aldosterone. You just have to identify the correct combination. ठीक है, coming to question 96, it is a question about who had proposed the genetic code for amino acids. See, very often what do? You miss out or you forget the scientists. ठीक है, एंड इट हर साल तो एक या 2 क्वेश्चन तो आ ही जाता है इससे. ठीक है, तो that is we had given you this question as match the following, because while you are practicing, इधर तो एक ही का पूछा है कि who had proposed the 3 nucleotide sequence वाला, but while you are solving this match the following, you are like simultaneously revising about all these 4 scientists. एक ही साथ रिवाइज हो जा रहा है तुम्हारा. ठीक है, so you are also solving a question as well as revising it. So it's like it's making your life easier. See, next, coming to what is the which of the following is the unit of productivity. So unit में you are making silly mistakes. It is very important. You will make silly mistake क्योंकि sometimes you might miss out on this -2 power to the power -2 and -3. ठीक है, miss out हो जाता है बहुत बार. ठीक है, I have also been through the same. I have been making silly mistakes throughout my NEET period. See, and if you now what happens कि you have seen this same question in your test series. ठीक है, और टेस्ट सीरीज में तुमने सिली मिस्टेक किया था क्योंकि यू हैड सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन एंड यू हैड मेड अ सिली मिस्टेक इन योर टेस्ट सीरीज. बट So when you see this question again in your paper, you remember कि I had made a silly mistake in this particular question. So you are no way going to make a mistake again in this question. ठीक है, and this question is going to be right. ठीक है, am I clear? And this question was in full test 7, question 100. ठीक है. Coming to question 98, which of the following is an example of zygomorphic flask? Examples I say you are very very difficult to remember क्योंकि it is very volatile. क्योंकि you read it once and you forget it the next is. That is why you must keep on revising the examples again and again. So for that we had given this question to in a statement based question क्योंकि statement based questions are a bit confusing. So when you are reading this statement you are developing clarity, full clarity you are getting ki once you are reading this statement and you're analyzing it in your mind तुमको एकदम से full on clarity you are getting it in your mind. ठीक है, so we have 3 statements and you can see कि here it had asked about datura, chili, pea and petunia. ठीक है, the same question pea, datura, chili and petunia, we have the same options in our question as well. ठीक है. Coming to question 100, this is a statement based question and statement based question जितना भी तुम practice कर लो is not enough. ठीक है, क्योंकि this takes a lot of time कि तुम एक एक statement को तुम पढ़ोगे, then you will read each of the statement of the options, then you will answer the questions. ठीक है, so it takes a lot of time. So that you must solve a lot of questions. Okay, this is the same exact 100% similar question. Same question is considered the following statements and you have to identify the correct answer. Okay, it is just the same sentence, उसमें बस थोड़ा सा grammar को change कर दिया है, but the question is just the same. ठीक है. Coming to question 101, which is a protein part of an enzyme called, and it is the answer you know. The next thing is here also we give क्योंकि ये वाला chapter भी is also confusing. You get confused between what is an apoenzyme, what is a coenzyme, what is a prosthetic group. ठीक है, it is confusing. तो इसीलिए we had given this question as match the following क्योंकि we understand what is the state of mind of the child that is studying now. कि that everybody was a student in their now. ठीक है, तो everybody has gone through the same type of confusion and you are also going through the same type of confusion. इसीलिए we had given this question as match the following कि while you are preparing, while you are answering that question, you now know कि what is an apoenzyme in case you had forgotten, what is an coenzyme, what is a prosthetic group and what is a cofactor. ठीक है. And I tell you कि all these test series are made by Aditya sir himself and it's not like we are hiring some random person or we are doing something. It is completely genuine. It is completely ठीक है, and we are himself Aditya Joshi sir is preparing each and every question, is analyzing the difficulty level each year, is predicting कि कैसा टाइप का पेपर आने वाला है, उस हिसाब से जो टेस्ट सीरीज का भी जो लेवल है it happens. ठीक है. Coming to question 104, in a frog the renal portal system is special venous channel that links to. ठीक है, and it is the same question. I read it for you. In amphibians such as frogs, the renal portal system is a pathway responsible for directing blood which region for filtration. ठीक है, it was given in full test 10 question 92. ठीक है. Coming to the next question, which of the following are not essential for gene cloning? ठीक है, here again, excuse me, where here again the not वाला जो questions है ना, many a times exam के जो pressure में you miss out this not. ठीक है, क्योंकि इतना pressure रहता है, though it is written in bold terms, you miss out on these questions. But during your test series you had practiced it in correct वाले questions, not वाले questions, so you are making it right. ठीक है. Here this question we had given in match the following. List 1 and 2 was given. List 1 में there was enzymes and list 2 में there was function in cloning and you have to match the questions. ठीक है, it was given in full test 13 question 136. Coming to next question, question 107. which of the following is characteristic feature of gymnosperms? ठीक है, you read the options. Seeds are naked, absent, gymnosperms are flowers, and seeds are enclosed in fruits. ठीक है, here you read it is exactly the same question. Which of the following distinct characteristics of gymnosperms? It's not like we had asked you pteridophytes, but exam में gymnosperms आ गया and we told you it's same क्योंकि plant kingdom से ऐसा. no, gymnosperms हमने पूछा था और gymnosperms ही आया है एग्जाम में. ठीक है, so you see the level of accuracy that we are giving you and the level of standardized exams that we are conducting. You must acknowledge this fact. ठीक है, and the options are also same. कि produce flower, seeds are enclosed within fruits, not enclosed, and seeds are completely absent. You see the options are also same. ठीक है, and it is not an easy thing for you to predict the entire paper, I tell you. ठीक है, and coming to question 108, the first menstruation is called as. ठीक है, so this is the same question we had. You might feel this question is very simple and why was this in our test series. So simple questions में mistake हो जाते हैं क्योंकि you are practicing only the difficult questions. ठीक है, so it is important that you have practiced all types of questions, be it simple, be it easy. You have practiced all types of questions. ठीक है, coming to the next question, in bryophytes, which one of the following? ठीक है, these are the options: asexual reproduction, nutrient absorption, gaseous exchange, and sexual reproduction. For this, see these questions we had given you as a statement based question. क्योंकि this जो plant kingdom वाला chapter है, it is very very confusing. It बहुत सारे similarities है between the three groups. So you are simultaneously, while solving this type of question, you are getting to know about bryophytes, you're getting to know about pteridophytes, you're getting to know about gymnosperms and also angiosperms. ठीक है, so you are revising the whole chapter in a nutshell. In one question you have revised the entire chapter. Okay, coming to the next question, question 107, how many meiotic and mitotic divisions? I tell you that this is a relatively, it depends on students. ठीक है, क्योंकि some students find it very very easy to solve this question, but for some it becomes very difficult क्योंकि you have to spend a little bit of extra thought and extra time on this question क्योंकि थोड़ा सा एनालाइज करना पड़ता है, थोड़ा सा बैक कैलकुलेशन करके ये क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करना पड़ता है. ठीक है, एंड फॉर दैट टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन करेक्टली you must have solved at least many questions from this chapter. ठीक है, so we had given you the same question in our test series, full test series 5 and question 93. How many meiotic and mitotic divisions need to occur in the development of mature female gametophyte from a megaspore mother cell in angiosperm plant? And here it was also angiosperm plant. ठीक है, the same question. Next, what is the role of water vascular system in echinoderms? ठीक है, you see the options. ठीक है, coming to the question that we had asked, same question I tell you again. Which of the following structure and function of the water vascular system? Here also water vascular system we had asked. उधर भी है water vascular systems, वहां पे भी echinoderms था, इधर भी echinoderms है. ठीक है, coming to the next question, question 112, you have to read the following statement. See, you to answer a statement based question, you need a lot of practice, you need a lot of revision to answer this question right. ठीक है, so that you practice. See this while practicing also, this takes a lot of mind. मतलब you have to make your mind strong कि I have to practice this question. That is why we had given you statement based question, so you develop a habit to read these questions fastly. Okay, because this NEET is all about how fastly are you going to answer the questions accurately. ठीक है, दैट इज ऑल यू हैव टू एक्सेल इन नीट क्योंकि तुमको एक्यूरेटली जल्दी जल्दी क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करना है. सो दिस इज द सेम क्वेश्चन दैट वी हैड आस्क्ड. यहाँ पे भी स्टेटमेंट्स है, सो द सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स एंड यू हैव टू लिस्ट कि हाउ मेनी स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट. ठीक है, कमिंग टू क्वेश्चन 113, द फॉलोइंग टाइप ऑफ इम्यूनिटी दैट इज प्रेजेंट सिंस बर्थ. ठीक है. And here this question we had given you in form of match the following in full test 8 question 133. This may we give list 1 and 2 which gives the type of immunity and you have to match accordingly. ठीक है. Coming to question 114, why can't insulin be given orally? ठीक है. And you see the options digested by GI tract. See, you might find this question to be very easy, but क्या होता है कि जल्दी जल्दी में you make a mistake. ठीक है, mistake हो जाता है. क्यों? You know the answer, but by mistake your mind thinks something else at that particular point of time. You might make a mistake, but it is important. So that particular question that had come in your exam, and because while you had solved this question in your paper, जो doubt तुमको उस बार आया था, that same doubt is not going to come, and your mind remembers कि I had for this particular question I had marked this particular answer. ठीक है. And for this, if the same question comes in your NEET paper, you're not going to give it extra like even if it is a 10 second of thought, you're not going to spend on it. And think 10 seconds करके तुम सारे question में बचा रहे हो for the 90 questions. It makes make a lot of difference in your NEET paper. ठीक है. Coming to the next question, why is insulin? I had discussed this question. ठीक है. Even I'm telling you the options are also the same. That is what is the level of accuracy that we are providing you. See, we are maintaining with you full transparency everything. We are showing you every details that we had done so that we have full transparency with you and full genuinity that we have. ठीक है. What is, then you'll ask me what is our track record here at Aditya Joshi Mentorship. Whoever had solved all these test series अच्छे से, mere solving of test series is not important. You have to solve these test series, analyze it, see how do you solve a test series, how do you analyze it. Also we have made videos about it, you should refer to those. ठीक है. And उसको analyze करके each and every question should be in your mind, it should be printed, because these test series से direct question आ रहे हैं because we have given you the proof. ठीक है. And more students are being selected into the topmost colleges than any other big coachings that are going on. ठीक है. And for NEET 2026 also we are launching a personal mentorship program from 15th of August. ठीक है. Coming to this question, which of the following equations represents the per logistic reaction? So this is a simple question. You can refer to this. This is the same question that had come. ठीक है. Coming to question 116, silencing of specific mRNA is possible via RNAi inhibitor because. ठीक है. This question, see, the question is same. RNAi inhibitor leads to gene silencing. Which of the following responsible for initiating this process? See, the question is the same, बस थोड़ा सा इसको the framing of the question in our paper to the framing of question that in the paper is different, but the concept behind the question is exactly same. ठीक है. Coming to question 117, match the list 1 and 2. We had given you adenosine, adenolic acid, adenine and alanine, and you have to match which is a nitrogen base, which is a nucleotide, which is a nucleoside, and which is an amino acid. So this might feel very easy. You might think it's a very simple, but exam के दिन में you get confused कि nucleotide क्या था, nucleotide क्या था, nucleoside क्या था. You might also get confused कि between an amino acid and a nitrogen base. ठीक है. होता है exam के दिन क्योंकि बहुत pressure रहता है. So it is important कि तुमने ये exact same question को एक बार practice कर लिया है. ठीक है. Same question I tell you, adenosine and AMP, alanine and adenine. See, the options are also same. Nitrogen base, nucleotide, amino acid and nucleoside. You have solved this question. So in the day of the exam, your brain will not think here in nitrogen base ye tha wo tha, because you have solved this question and the same doubt jo tha that had come while you are solving this test series. So same doubt will not come while you are solving this test, the same question in the NEET exam. ठीक है. Coming to question 118. The frogs respire in water by skin and buccal cavity in the land by this. You have a list of options and you have to choose a correct statement. ठीक है. See, here is also aquatic animals, frogs respire through moist skin and buccal, whereas on land, see the question in the stem, you have to choose the correct statement from the given question. ठीक है. Coming to question 119, all living members of the class cyclostoma are, the options are endoparasite, ectoparasite, symbiotic and free living. Coming to question 115, all living members of the class cyclostoma. कि उधर भी cyclostoma था, इधर भी cyclostoma है. ठीक है. And the options are also same: ectoparasite, endoparasite, symbiotic and skin parasite. This was asked in full test 5, question 115. ठीक है. Coming to the next question, identify the statement that is not correct. ठीक है. I'm telling you repeatedly, not correct वाले question को you give extra time and extra 2 seconds of time you spend on this question and mark कि not correct पूछा गया है and it is important कि तुम ये not correct वाला question तुम टेस्ट सीरीज में सॉल्व करें, क्योंकि टेस्ट सीरीज वाइल यू आर सॉल्विंग द टेस्ट सीरीज ऑल्सो द सेम लेवल ऑफ प्रेशर एग्जिस्ट इन योर माइंड. ठीक है. तो सिमिलरली दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, उधर नॉट करेक्ट पूछा था और इधर इनकरेक्ट पूछा, बट द लॉजिक बिहाइंड दिस क्वेश्चन इज जस्ट द सेम. ठीक है. See, question 121, this is an assertion and reason based question. See, assertion and reason based question, in my opinion, is the toughest type of question that comes in your paper. ठीक है. इसको why? Because इसमें तो it takes lot of time and you must have your concepts very clear to solve this question, क्योंकि it becomes, even if your concepts are clear, but it is a bit confusing. ठीक है. So for that we had given the same, the length of the question you see and you get panicked. ठीक है. For that reason it is important कि ये वाला concept जो है it has to be very very clear. That is why we had given you this question कि how many of the above statements are correct. ठीक है. And to read all these statements and to identify कि कितना statements इसमें correct है, it also takes a lot of time. तो इससे you develop a practice to read the questions fast and answer correctly. ठीक है. And this question was in full test 13, question 95. ठीक है. Coming to question 112, so this is also a statement based question where there are 4 statements A, B, C, D and you have to answer which of the are correct options. And we had given this same question as a form of match the following. ठीक है. column 1 and column 2, and this was in full test 14, question 155. See, if you have any doubt, you do let me know in the chat. I'll be very happy to answer all of it. Coming to question 123, see, this is a match the following type of question, and to solve a match the following type of question, I told you need precision. ठीक है. So this is, see the options, list 1 and list 2. We have given you scutellum, non-albuminous seed, epiblast and perisperm. ठीक है. Coming here to the question, we have given this question as a form of statements. ठीक है. ऐसा ही होता है कि the concept behind the question, we know कि sir has predicted कि this concept is a little bit tough and tricky and he had predicted कि ये वाला साल का जो पेपर होगा is going to be tough and tricky. वही same concept, वही tricky questions had come in your paper. See, paper was a bit lengthy, so the test series of this year was also tough and lengthy, so that you develop the habit of reading the question fast and answering the question also fast. ठीक है. So you read all these questions. Here is also scutellum, epiblast, perisperm and non-albuminous seed, and you identify which of the statements are correct. ठीक है. This is also the same type of question, which of the main function of spindle fibers during mitosis. And coming here it is given in full test 9 question 173. Primary function of spindle fibers during mitotic cell division. Exactly the same question. ठीक है. It's not like कि थोड़ा सा भी concept में थोड़ा सा अलग हो गया. Like it is not. Okay Arsh, after I discuss a few questions I'll answer your doubt. ठीक है. Coming to question 128, this is a question which of the following statement about Rubisco is true. ठीक है. And coming. Okay. Coming to this question, this is also a statement based question so that you develop reading the question fast. ठीक है. So this is also we have Rubisco in our options and this is how you answer this question correctly. ठीक है. This is also a statement based question. The DNA fragment extracted from gel electrophoresis can be used in recombinant DNA. And you see the statements, you read the answer, and similarly we have given you the same question as a statement based format. Here read the following statements and you have to answer how many of the above statements are correct. ठीक है. Next question, which of the factor is important for termination of transcription? And we have given this question as match the following type. क्योंकि match the following type of questions takes उसको करते यू हैव अ रिविजन ऑफ अदर टाइप ऑफ फैक्टर. इसमें तो क्या यू आर गोइंग टू नो ओनली द टर्मिनेशन ट्रांसफर, बट इसको यू आर सॉल्विंग यू ऑल्सो नो कि व्हाट इज द सिग्मा फैक्टर, व्हाट इज द रो फैक्टर, अल्फा बीटा, सारा फैक्टर्स के बारे में यू रिवाइज इट साइमल्टेनियसली. ठीक है. Coming to the next question, consider the following statements about the adrenal medullary hormones. ठीक है. And I tell you कि this question इसमें भी we had asked you exactly the same question, physiological effects of adrenal medulla. ऐसा नहीं कि adrenal cortex के बारे में पूछ लिया और एग्जाम में medulla था, but no, we had asked एग्जाम में medulla, adrenal medulla के बारे में पूछा था. Here also we had asked about adrenal medullary hormones and we have to ask which of the correct combination. This was given in full test 5 question 174. ठीक है. Coming to question 133, which of the following, this is also a statement based question where you read the two statements and answer the most appropriate of the above two statements. ठीक है. See this question we had given you in form of statement based only, pairs के form. उधर statement दे दिया और इधर हमने क्या किया कि we had given you pairs. इसमें you have to identify which is the correct pair. ठीक है. But the concept behind the question is the same. ठीक है. सेम ही कॉन्सेप्ट है. यू हैव टू अप्लाई द सेम कॉन्सेप्ट दैट यू हैड अप्लाइड इन योर टेस्ट सीरीज इन द नीट पेपर. ठीक है. अर्श, इन द मीन टाइम यू राइट इन द चैट की मतलब व्हाट पर्टिकुलर गाइडेंस दैट यू वांट एंड देन आई विल टेल यू. ठीक है. Coming to question 134, sweet potato and potato represent a certain type of evolution. ठीक है. इवोल्यूशन वाला जो चैप्टर होता है उसमें बहुत कंफ्यूजन होता है कि होमोलॉजी, एनालॉजी, डाइवर्जेंट, कन्वर्जेंट में इट इज अ वेरी कंफ्यूजिंग टू रिमेंबर ऑल द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ इट. ठीक है. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी हैड आस्क्ड. सी द क्वेश्चन इज एग्जैक्टली द सेम. इट इज लाइक you should be like surprised and you should acknowledge the fact कि questions भी exactly same है. इधर भी sweet potato and potato वाला ही question है. ठीक है. Coming to question 153, which of the following microbes is not involved in preparation of household products? ठीक है. Here see you have we have given you this question as match the following microbes. You have a list of microbes and you have to match them each of the following. While you're doing this question, you're also revising about all the other microbes that are there. ठीक है. Coming to question number 137, which class of enzymes that are usually catalyze the following reactions? You must focus on this reaction कि S G plus S dash, ठीक है, and focus on the reaction that was given in our test series. The same reaction was asked, ठीक है, exactly the same reaction, ठीक है. ठीक है, to complete your syllabus you must follow a timetable. First thing is that, and see, if it depends on ki how much you have covered in your previous preparations, and how much more is left, what are your weak points, ठीक है, that what is should be your perfect schedule if you are a dropper. That video also is available in our channel. You can refer to that video also. And to initial phase of पढ़ाई में तुम ये करो कि you focus on completing the syllabus. उसके बाद what do? You give a lot of mocks, test series, and what test series that you're going to give is what I'm discussing now. ठीक है, ठीक है अर्श, ठीक है. Coming to question 145, it is a match the following type of question where there is a list 1 and 2. We have given you about chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophylls and carotenoids, and you have to match it with the colors. ठीक है. And you see this question, this is also the same question, match the pigments with the characteristics color. Same question, the colors are given, you have to match it. ठीक है. Coming to question 139, you have this is the sequence wala question is very very tough. Here क्योंकि you have to analyze, you back calculate, think again, think twice, then you come at a decision and you answer the question rightly. And this is a question about the correct sequence of bryophytes. और एग्जाम में यू विल नॉट बिलीव कि जो क्वेश्चन ब्रायोफाइट्स का आया था, द सेम ब्रायोफाइट्स पे ही क्वेश्चन वाज इन आवर टेस्ट सीरीज. ठीक है. एंड इट्स नॉट लाइक ये जिम्नोस्पर्म और कुछ और का सीक्वेंस आ गया था. नो, ब्रायोफाइट्स इज द सीक्वेंस दैट वी हैड आस्क्ड एंड द सेम सीक्वेंस वाज आस्क्ड इन द नीट पेपर. Coming to question 140, we have list of match the following and you have to match the correct answer. Similarly, here also the same question, centromere, cilia, plasma membrane, same question, centromere, cilium and cell membrane. ठीक है, सेम ऑप्शन, सेम दोनों साइड में मैच द फॉलोइंग का ऑप्शंस भी सेम है. तो यू हैव प्रैक्टिस दिस क्वेश्चन, यू विल आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन इन अ सेकंड. ठीक है. क्वेश्चन, कमिंग टू क्वेश्चन 141, this is a statement based question where you have to identify which of the statements are correct. And see, this you have to read 1 2 3 4 5 statements, then analyze them and then answer. ठीक है. And you have already done, see here you read a lot of statements and you have to identify which statement is correct. ठीक है. you should not call yourself not an excellent student. You are an excellent student if you are able to study 15 hours of your day. It is just that you have to plan how you are studying very nicely so that you crack your exam. ठीक है. And do not feel depressed. You are going to ace it with the correct guidance. You're going to ace it with the correct preparations. ठीक है. Coming to next question, question 142, which each of the following characteristics represent the kingdom proposed by Whittaker. Arrange, you have to arrange. This is also an arranging type of question. And correct sequence. This is also the same question, increasing order. You have to arrange the question. ठीक है. Coming to question 143, which is correct. This is you see there is a lot of statement based question that is being asked in the NEET paper. So statement based question को answer correctly करने के लिए you have to practice a lot of statement based questions during your preparation. ठीक है. इसी के लिए we are giving you lot of statement, we are giving you all types of question. तो simple MCQ होता है वो तो दे ही रहे हैं, उसके साथ statement वाले questions, match the following assertion, reason, all types of question are given with the correct concept, with the exact question that is going to come in your NEET paper. Okay, this is also the correctly matched terms you have to match. Okay. Coming to question 144, this is a simple MCQ type of question. You see, this is Eli Lily wala question. It is exactly the same option and the same question. Coming to question 145, what is the pattern of inheritance for polygenic trait? Same question, what is the following traits that are going to be inherited in the polygenic inheritance? ठीक है, क्वेश्चन भी सेम है, ऑप्शंस भी सेम है. 146, which of the following are the post-transcriptional events? ठीक है. This question was asked in full test 8, question 177. Post transcriptional modification ही पूछा. It's not like we had asked you pre transcription या transcription वाला events. No, question भी post transcriptional था, अभी भी post transcriptional ही पूछा गया है टेस्ट सीरीज में. ठीक है. Question 147, which of the phytohormones nutrient mobilization in plants? ठीक है. The same question we have given you की will list of hormones and their actions, and you have to match the identify and match the correct option. ठीक है. Coming to question 148, which one of the following refers to a reductionist biology? ठीक है. To answer this question, you must have read NCERT at depth. ठीक है. एनसीईआरटी अगर डेप्थ से नहीं पढ़ा था तो ये क्वेश्चन आंसर नहीं हो सकता था. सो सिमिलरली वी न्यू कि द एनसीईआरटी पेपर से डेप्थ से आने वाला है. सो द सेम क्वेश्चन रिडक्शनिस्ट बायोलॉजिस्ट ही पूछा गया था पेपर में, एंड यू हैव टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन राइट. ठीक है. This is a match the following type of question where list 1 and 2 was given and you have to match the options correctly. Same question was given. See, emphysema, angina pectoris, angina pectoris, tetany and tetany. ठीक है. Exactly the same options was asked. Coming to the question 150, epiphytes that are grown on mango branch is an example of. See, example वाला जो question होता है, it needs a lot of practice. So mango branch वाला ही question है, it is an example of what? ठीक है. Match the following type of question. This is this is also match the following type of question. Options same. See this is a simple MCQ type of question. Which chromosome in the human genome has the highest number of genes? Which human chromosome contains the highest number of protein coded genes? ठीक है. Exactly the same question was asked in the NEET paper. ठीक है. See, it's like the question, the concept behind what concepts are going to be asked in the paper is exactly the same. क्योंकि बस तो question का type अलग है कि अगर पेपर में match the following type of question दिया है and we have given you that paper in the same question as a statement based question, but the logic, but the thinking, but the thought process behind the question is the same. ठीक है. Whatever silly doubts, whatever silly mistakes that you can possibly make in that question, you have already made in your test series in the same question. So agar wahi same question comes in your paper, that possible silly mistake, that possible doubt that arises in your mind will not come for a second time in your paper again. ठीक है. Coming to question 155, this is a statement based question where you have to identify the ribosomes correctly. Here the same question, it was a statement based question, but here we have given this question as match the following. ठीक है. This is a question 150, which one of the following is an example law of distilled alcohol produced by yeast? And here we have given you the same question as match the following, where we have given you a list of beverages and how they are produced. ठीक है. Coming to see, this is again a question about the discoverer, father of ecology. You might make a mistake, so we have given you the same question in the father of ecology in India in the test series. ठीक है. Here you see in the seeds of the cereals, the outer covering of endosperm separates the embryo by a protein layer called as. ठीक है. The same question, even the options are the same. You read a big question and you have to identify crucial secreting hydrolytic enzymes. ठीक है, ऑप्शन भी सेम है, बस यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस द टेस्ट सीरीज विथ योर हार्ट. अच्छे से एनालाइज करके टेस्ट सीरीज को प्रैक्टिस करना है. ठीक है. Coming to question 159, which of the following statement is correct? ठीक है, do not misread as incorrect, it is asked correct. The same question was given as match the following list 1 and 2. ठीक है, and you have to match the correct answers. Sorry. Coming to question 160, a specialized membranous structure in the prokaryotic cell which helps in cell wall formation. You have two options, you see, chromatophores, cristae, endoplasmic reticulum, and mesosomes. And we have asked the same question. We have given you the statements, and you tell which of the statements are true and which of the statements are false. This is a Surya Plus 3.0 test series, and it will start very soon. You have to stay connected with us, and we'll let you know. ठीक है. Coming to question 162, you have to simply choose this question, and you see we have asked the same question here as match the following question. ठीक है. This is again a statement based question. You have to read this question and answer which of these most appropriate. To read a statement based question, it takes a lot of patience, so that you must have read all these statements while you were preparing for your NEET paper. ठीक है. Coming to question 169, again a statement based question. Floral formula is given, and statement 2 stands for actinomorphic plants, and you have to identify the correct answer. This question was given as match the following. सेम क्वेश्चन, फॉर्मूला भी वही दिया है, ऑप्शंस भी वही दिया है, बस तुमको मैच करना है एक साथ. ठीक है. Coming to question 170, statement 1 is a primary source of ecosystem in solar system. Statement 2 net GPP पूछा है. ठीक है. You have to, and the same question, बस थोड़ा सा ग्रामर में चेंज है, थोड़ा सा इंटरप्रिटेशन, थोड़ा सा the style of the question is different, but the logic, the thought process is just the same. ठीक है. Coming to question 174, so this is a 4 diagrams are given where you have to answer it correctly. To the same question we had given at statement based. So तुम अगर statement based question को interpret करके answer correctly कर रहे हो in a test series, so अगर it comes as a diagram based question, it becomes easier for you to answer. So this is that question. Question number 172 is also the same simple MCQ question, but we had increased a bit of difficulty for you by giving this question as a statement format, but the logic behind the question is the same, where we have asked about bacterium streptococcus. Here is also about bacterium streptococcus. Cardiac activities was asked, and you have to answer the correct statements, but the same question we had given you as match the following. ठीक है. Coming to question 174, this is an assertion reason based question. It is a bit tricky because इसमें concept clarity होना बहुत ज़्यादा important है. So that we had given this exactly the same question as a statement based question. So once you read all the statements, analyze कि कौन सा सही है कौन सा गलत है, तो your concept becomes very clear. Coming to question 175, it is a not type of question. So this question was given as match the following, where list 1 and 2 was given, and you have to choose the correct options. Question 176 was an assertion reason based question. Similarly, for you to understand the assertion reason based question, it was given as statements. So this you are practicing it again and again, so you are excelling at it. ठीक है. This is a simple question where you have to identify how many statements are correct, and we had given this question as match the following. So तुम अगर match the following कर पा रहे हो तो you are going to definitely able to solve this simple MCQ वाला questions है, वो तो तुम कर ही लोगे. ठीक है. Coming to question 179, see exactly the same. The polymerase chain reaction amplifies the DNA within the following sequence. Same question, starting which doubling strength. See, थोड़ा सा I'm telling you repeatedly कि थोड़ा सा question interpretation करना थोड़ा is a bit trickier in our test series, so that it becomes easy for you while you are solving the test series in your paper. ठीक है, coming to question 180, this is a simple question where you have to see this diagram, read this statement and answer the following questions. ठीक है, this is the same question here, बस हमने statement wise दे दिया, we did not give you a diagram. So when you have a diagram, interpretation of the statement becomes easy, but we had not given you the diagram, we had just given you the statement so that you analyze the same diagram in your mind, you make a picture based memory and answer the question. ठीक है, with that we end all the questions that had paper discussion. I'm telling you repeatedly कि if you are able to solve 87 questions out of 90 in the NEET biology paper, you are definitely going to get a seat. ठीक है, with that, if you have any other doubt, do let me know in the chat, otherwise we'll end the session.